Good morning and welcome back to another Chatting with Wisdom. I am Gigado Migwin Kwe, which means Talking Feather Woman, and I'm your host. I am also known as Roly Lair, Holistic Life and Wellness Coach. In this quick update, I'm introducing Alyson Williams, who is one of our speakers for our 6th annual Women Inspiring Women Conference for March 2023. This annual conference is a 3-day virtual event meant to provide transformation and connection to women around the world. With 22 speakers joining us from all the corners of the world, the theme this year is Embrace, Learning to Express Yourself. Alyson Williams is an empowerment strategist, let me try pronouncing that correctly, empowerment strategist and self-love advocate whose passion is empowerment for women. As an empowerment strategist and self-love advocate, Alyson empowers women to love themselves and live a life they love. From baby steps to self-reliance. So from baby steps to self-reliance, she walks with her clients till they can fly on their own with the strategies, tools, and confidence she provides them. Alyson is a transformational coach, relationship coach, neuralistic programming master coach, extended disc behavior analysis practitioner, hypnotherapist, and bling angel. She uses all the tools in her toolkit to facilitate her client's journey towards creating and sustaining their desired life. During the conference, Alyson Williams will be sharing emotional flexibility and you. Welcome, Alyson. How are you?
Thank you, Oli. I'm fine, and good morning to you. I'm not a morning person, so I certainly get, when you're up early in the morning, sort of trying to get into the zone can take a bit of time.
Yes, it is morning for us, and you are around 9:15 now?
No, it's 12. It's 12 minutes past midnight in Canberra, which is where I am.
Oh my gosh. So you're a little further than I thought.
I'm a night owl, so staying up is not a problem. But the early morning, I find that a challenge.
And I'm the early morning person, so I'm good with those times. But night times, yeah, probably not my best time. So tell me, where are you from? So we talked about the time difference, so it's 16 hours. So tell me, where are you from?
So I live in Canberra, which is the capital of Australia, and we're about 3 hours south of Sydney and about 8 hours north of Melbourne.
Wow. Okay. So tell me one quirky or unusual thing about yourself.
Well, I migrated to Australia when I was 12 and I came from India, and I'm an Anglo-Indian, and that's kind of quite what I think is quite quirky because people used to think that I was from somewhere from the Mediterranean. I'm not, I'm Anglo-Indian, and people don't know what an Anglo-Indian is. And an Anglo-Indian is someone who's British, whose male forebears were British and their female forebears were Indian, and that's like the first union. And that's sort of technically what an Anglo-Indian is. I think we're even in the Indian Constitution, but Anglo-Indians are it's a culture. It's not you wouldn't just have one English man marry an Indian woman these days and their children wouldn't be called Anglo-Indian. It's really a culture where we're brought up with Anglo-Indian traditions and Anglo-Indian food and a whole lot of it's quite a specific sort of ethnicity, if you like. So that's quite
interesting. That's very interesting. I find that interesting rather than quirky, but yeah, so that's definitely something that I want to look into further. That's really neat. So why did you sign up for this year's conference as a speaker?
Well, with a title like Women Inspiring Women and the work I do, hey, absolutely, it's a no-brainer for me. I really love, as you've read out in my bio, my passion really is to empower women to love themselves. And the other thing I really like is when women are helping other women to do just that. One of my favorite quotes is, be the woman who adjusts another woman's crown without her noticing. So I really love just helping women to find their own magnificence, because I say we are all magnificent. Just we've had so much conditioning that makes us feel bad about ourselves, and humans, I think, tend to concentrate on the negative rather than the positive, and women particularly for a whole host of reasons. And I really love, helping women to find their own magnificence. That's actually my superpower.
Well, and I love that quote. I've never heard that before. And so adjust the other woman's crown without noticing. Is that
without her noticing?
Without her noticing it. So that is beautiful, and I love that because it does allow us to be able to have that extra that extra ability of being able to be kind and supportive. And I often get, oh, well, you were so much help to me, but it really is their work, is the things that they need to be doing to be able to make the changes that they need to have. And so I oftentimes just kind of sit behind and say, okay, but you did these things. And so because the credit really does need to go to the person who's making the changes and that transformation. And yes, I'm there to help support, as are you. But that's not like, it's not me. It's not me that does the work. It's not me that says, okay, this is what I'm going to change in my life today. It's what you're going to change in your life today to change what it is that you have going on.
Totally. I used to be a teacher, so I tend to talk in analogies. And so I say either like, I'm just the facilitator and you're doing all the work, or I'm the navigator, but you're actually driving. So I might actually tell you which direction to go, but you're in the driver's seat and you determine whether we get there or not.
Yes, absolutely. And it really does make a difference as to whether or not we get there or not. Right.
True.
So it's whatever it is that you're going to be doing and what effort that you're going to be putting in. And that kind of leads into the conference. Right. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't know. I've been to other conferences and this one here is very interactive. So this is one of the things that's really helpful is that we are in a meeting style where you actually get to speak when you have a question. If you have a comment, you get to speak. And so it's not where you're hidden behind the camera and all you're looking at is a screen the entire day. We actually get to see you. And so it's about having that conversation and it's about having that ability of being able to be transformed. So the transformation is is as much as you put out is what you're going to get back, right? So all the work that you're going to do, if you're going to like during the breakout sessions disappear during that time frame, well then you're not going to get the same as the person who's showing up and doing the breakouts and answering the questions, doing the worksheets that the speakers have provided. And this year we have a workbook that different speakers are putting in different questions and such. And so it allows us to be able to have that tangible thing that allows us to look back and write and keep us present in this moment. And this is for our neurodivergent people like me that need to stay focused. And so it is really helpful. And so I'm looking forward to being able to do that this year as the first time that we're actually offering that particular option. So I am looking forward to this weekend, and it is, I can't believe it is a month away. Like we are
so exciting.
So as of yesterday would have been like it's 4 weeks. And so it is coming up very fast and furious. So for anybody who has not yet signed up for the early bird, you want to get on that soon because it will not be long before it disappears. It will be disappearing at the end of our last speaker presentation, our speaker interview. And so it's not much longer before it is going to disappear. So definitely want to jump on that early savings. So it's $77 instead of 97 Canadian. And it's $147 instead of $197 for the VIP. And so definitely a good time to jump on. And Alyson's registrants were the very first 2 people to sign up. So I am so excited that Alyson had the first of the 2 registrants on our Women Inspiring Women Conference. And so it continues, and we are looking forward to having more women join us.
So I can't wait. So you guys who are watching, please come and join us. I'd love to meet you in the Zoom room.
Beautiful. And so for everyone, we will talk to you guys soon and have a fabulous day. Bye for now.
Ciao. See you in the conference.
Or nighttime if you're following Alyson.